And how do you handle diversity? How do you handle adversity and doubt within your field?
Hmm. So let's start with how many times have I heard art don't make money?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And in some instances, that's correct. But when you have something to say and you have a skill to say it with,
Mm-hmm.
you find a way.
Right.
And so for me, I gave up art. I'm trying to think about the best way to answer your question without being too long-winded, which as you've discovered I am. But yeah, I think when I look at it, I left art alone for probably almost a decade.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything. In fact, I was doing admin at the time. I was doing probably the most uncreative thing I can think of. And so for me, that was running from art, because I felt like, well, all it's done so far is frustrate me, and I know I can't make it with it. And that was, I think, at the end of the first business, not the sketchbooks. And but it's who I am. You know, I've come back to it because I'm happiest here.
Mm-hmm.
This is where I think well. This is where my ideas land. When, you know, in 2016, when I had my grand awakening, shall we call it, and I kind of realized how far I'd come from, you know, my identity as a Trinidadian, as a Caribbean woman. Yes, I laugh loud. Yes, I like colors, bright colors. Yes, this is who I am, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. I don't want to wear black and gray and white and denim, and I don't want to fit in anymore. I'm just gonna be who I am.
Mm-hmm.
And being who I am, part of that is being creative. So for me, the art thing is non-negotiable now. It's, you know, it's to the point where my husband doesn't say, "Oh, is it that time of the month?" He goes, "When last have you been in front of a canvas?" I get all crotchety and grumpy. He's like, "When last you been in front of a canvas?" So yeah,
Wow.
so it's that headspace that I fall into it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm in a different space. And when I come back out, there's a thing on the canvas, and sometimes I'm aware of what was happening, and other times it's like, "Oh, where'd you come from?"
Wow.
But it's a wonderful experience, and I suppose that's my meditation. That's, you know, one of the ways that I take myself away and then get into my head and my own thinking space. I can't even remember what your question is at this point. I don't know if I've answered it.
You have. It was about just adversity and how are you handling it. And I loved your answer because you were just saying it's non-negotiable in your life, and it's just somewhere, you know, where you can clear your head and really tap into what it is that inspires you. So that's amazing, Stacey.
There's probably one thing to add to that.
Yeah.
You know that phrase, "This too shall pass"?
Yes.
It applies to everything, good things and bad things, because nothing lasts forever.
Right.
So if I have a hell week coming where I'm scheduled like that, one after the other, I kind of think, okay, when I get to Saturday, that week will be over. And I'll have all these things that I've accomplished and I've done. And this too shall pass. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to do it well. I'm going to, you know, give it my all. And then I'm going to rest. Just think, on Saturday days, you can have a lion. You can do with your trashy novel. Down 5 minutes. So yeah, that's one of the ways. And then also I'm just really stubborn. So I will just like I will not be. I have a saying that my husband laughs at me, and I'm sure my kids will when they get old enough to understand it, where I go, I'll be there fighting up with something. I'm like, I am at the top of the food chain. You will not best me. Oh. And I'm usually talking to an inanimate object. So yeah, a few strategies.
yes. Gotta have that fight. Gotta have that, gumption in there to just go and achieve and do. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for sharing that.